Europe in the early 1900s was a complex place. Revolutionary sentiment thrived. There were strikes and labor unrest. Nationalism was feverish. Talk of an inevitable war was in the air. The German Reich, France, Great Britain, and Austria-Hungary were fighting over influence in colonies, and Russia was gaining more and more power, while the Ottoman Empire was only a shadow of its former self. Meanwhile, smaller nations were striving toward independence to fulfill their dream of being a sovereign state. Germany, at the time, was the dominant industrial economic power after it emerged victorious over France in the Prussian War of 1871, and this steered the course of events that followed. By 1914, Germany was a sort of cultural capital of Europe. This was the place elites went to for the best universities. Many in Europe, not just Germany, believed the world could benefit from a multinational German Commonwealth, which could protect itself from England and the US, reap raw materials from France and Scandinavia, produce its own steel, and extend its power even to North Africa. You know, for the oil, since much of Africa was being run by Europe anyway. The Ottoman Empire was teetering on collapse, so the conditions were very good for Germany to make its big push for control of the world stage. For starters, Germany needed to work with its German-speaking buddy to the south, the fragile but expanding empire of Austria-Hungary. See, Austria-Hungary was something of a backwards, fractured empire. While other surrounding nations were chiming the bells of fervent nationalism, Austria-Hungary had over 12 national anthems. In a way, it was being torn apart by cultural hatreds and multi-ethnic states. Think of it. Two non-Slavic races ruled millions of Slavs, Slovaks, Czechs, Croats, Poles, and other ethnicities. Many of them wanted a pan-Slavic nation of their own in the Balkan Peninsula, out of Austrian control and out of centuries-long Ottoman oppression. Its ancient emperor, Franz Joseph, had reigned since 1848 and didn't exactly adapt with the times. Plus, he made the decision to annex Bosnia and Herzegovina, a territory with a large Slavic population. Bad move. Doing this enraged not only the Ottomans since it had belonged to them, but also next-door Serbia, and all the nearby Slavic nations, and people of the Balkans. Paying for their acquiescence, Austria's strategy up to that point, wasn't really working anymore, mostly because Austria didn't have any more money. This fueled further unrest in the region, and being broke also meant that Austria controlled a badly underfunded yet very large army. This all got the ball rolling for the inevitable war to come.